Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. Gonna be casting from EU West today, doing just a random game I found on LoL King. It was actually the first on the list when I changed it to Masters or above, so hey, let's go for it. It does have Fnatic Noxiac. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but I do know Svenskeren, and he is right here. So it does have Svenskeren, as well. And he, of course, is a member of SK, who have been rocking it this season. They've been doing really well. And, yeah. I admit they are in my fantasy league. Not very happy about what he did to Worlds. The unfortunate incident with him saying some nasty stuff on the Korean server and getting banned and just completely... Huh. Alright. Well, it apparently didn't matter. Just completely messing over SK. That was pretty unfortunate. I mean, it was great because I like TSM, but at the same time, I really wish it hadn't happened. So, still, you know, slightly unhappy with him for that, but overall, they give me lots of points. They give me lots of points. It's great. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and cast this game. Hopefully it'll be a great game. I think it probably will. We've got a T-Wo top playing as Riven. Going to be against Kennen, who's actually coming back right now, playing Zayu. Yes. I haven't seen Kennen recently, but from everything I've heard, he's definitely back in right now. He's back in the club. We've got Ari mid, played by Azrael, we'll go with. Yeah, that sounds good. She's going to be against the... Wow. Malzahar here, played by Eldiov. Eldiov? I'm not sure exactly. But I'm going to go with Eldiov here. We've got Corki, played by Kick Kepe, versus the Graves, played by Brigata. The supports, we've got LLL Hybrid, playing as the Brow, versus support Janna, played by Fnatic Noxiac. I'm not completely certain. This probably is a Fnatic member. And then finally, we've got the junglers here. Infuse Max Lore playing as Jarvan versus Svenskeren playing as Vi. Vi, of course, is definitely one of the stronger members of the jungle club right now. She's not, of course, the greatest or anything, but honestly, she's pretty darn close. So, yeah. One good thing about this bot lane that I like, just based on, you know, what I've experienced recently, I like the Braum pick versus the Graves, because the Graves, of course, has a lot of burst, which at least some of it can be negated by Braum's shield there. I mean, he's got to have really quick reactions, so I think, you know, for me, especially given my ping around here, it's not really realistic for me to do. But for them over there, and given the fact that they are pros, so they're gonna have faster reactions as it is, I could definitely see them being able to do that. Ooh, one more shot. He would get stunned and extra damage done, but nope, not gonna happen. Oh, that was so close. It did refresh it, oddly, which is really confusing. Yeah, so we'll see if he ends up being able to go ahead and counter any of that burst, or if it's gonna be something, just a stomp. There we go, out comes that Unbreakable. Corki not really wanting to go in, though. And we do actually have Jarvan headed in. Flash got from the Graves, and they're just going to go ahead and back off. They got the flash, and now they can just do whatever. Hopefully, the Jarvan will go ahead and come around for another gank again, because if he does, then they're going to have a bad time, and they're going to go down. This ward is there, but it was there just now, and they still ended up being forced to blow their flash. Without that flash, Graves would probably be dead right now. Braum doing some work here on Janna. Got 2 stacks there. It's kind of hard to get all of the stacks, though. People tend to not cooperate. Kennen actually bullying a Riven. Interesting. I guess I can see it because he's able to disengage with the Lightning Rat there. And as soon as he does that, I mean, Riven really... I mean, she's got the mobility, of course. She's got her Qs. But she needs those for damage. If she's having to use them to get in range, she's missing out on a lot of damage. So I could definitely see how that would actually be really good. There we go. She goes in with the Qs, gets in range. Actually does chunk him down pretty far, though. She still had enough damage to do decent amounts of damage to him there. And he's going to have to play pretty cautious. So I just got done saying, you know, how I could totally see how that would counter. And then there we go. Uses the Lightning Rat to get out, though. But he still has to watch out. I think it actually has a longer cooldown than most of her stuff, so that's still something he has to watch out for. Alright, so in the mid lane, looks like not too much has happened. The Malzahar has bullied the Ahri a little bit. Oh man, of course we just missed it. There we go. Alright, so this is pretty much where we stopped watching, so naturally they would have to fight right after that. Let's see, his Lightning Rat is up now. Oh, she lands the stun right after he uses Lightning Rat. So, unfortunately, he wasted a lot of the speed boost that he gets, and she was able to just burst him down in the meantime. Did she flash for that? She didn't have to flash for that. She just dashed in and finished him off. Nicely done on her part. Very nicely done. So in the mid lane here, if we look at the CS-wise between Ahri and the Malzahar, 3 CS difference. Honestly, nobody's really getting bullied that hard. I mean, Ahri's a little lower on health. If we take a look at the pots here, she's got 1, he's got 2. So yeah, she's definitely being bullied a little compared to him, but honestly not far enough to make a huge difference. So we'll see if he ends up being able to do more later, because, I don't know, it's Malzahar, and he's actually really good at destroying a single target, and he counters her mobility, too. Because I mean, she's got that ulti and stuff, but his ult is just a targeted, you stay there now, you don't move. And if he can get that on it, especially when there's a gank going on, then she's not going to be able to escape, and she's going to end up going down. We do have a gank coming in here. Well, it was going to be a gank, but he ended up just getting rid of a ward instead. Now the cannon's on his way back up, and Vi kind of hovering around there for the moment. Not much going on. Down the bot lane, doesn't really seem to be too big of a bully going on in here. We've got 45 to 38. So, I mean, Corki's definitely ahead on CS. But health-wise, they're still pretty even. And if we take a look at the pots, neither... Actually, Corki has gone back. Corki's gone back, and he's still this far ahead. So I retract my statement about it not being that big of a bully. Because if he's gone back and is still that far ahead of the Graves this early in the game, that's actually saying something. Got a gank coming in here, though. Out comes that ulti from Kennen. In goes the Vi, lands the Q. The flash comes out from Riven, though. She uses her ult. There we go. Svenskeren going in, flashes. Oh, goes down to the ult from Riven. Riven's going to go down to the Kennen, but that is another kill there for the Riven. And that is terrible news for Kennen. And in the meantime, the blue team has gone ahead. Come on down here. They know the enemy jungler's top. They go straight for the dragon exactly as they should, and they end up getting that. So she's going to be coming to lane with a little bit extra AD, a little extra AP, which I mean doesn't matter, but still, that's going to hurt. Kennen's going to have an even rougher time top, and he's already been having trouble. He barely survived that gank, and it was a gank for him, not against him. So Riven's definitely getting deadly now. She's coming back to lane now with Brutalizer and 2 longswords as well as the boots of speed. So she's going to do a lot of damage really fast. And he's going to have to be very careful to stay way the heck back and just CS, be ready to move at a moment's notice. She can still flash. She can't flash stun. She used her flash there. So that avenue is down, but she can still dash in. And if he's too close, he'll die. He'll almost definitely die, because she's got enough damage now that he's not going to be able to survive very much. There you go. Here in the mid lane. So far, Malzahar still slightly ahead, but not way far ahead. And Ahri is on her way back. Lots of MIA pings saying, hey, Ari's MIA, but yeah, she's on her way back. On her way back. Ooh. Braum jumps in, kind of wanting to go for Graves. Ooh, Graves lets it land and goes in on Corki. I definitely question that. One more sit, he's stunned. There you go, there's that hit. Ends up actually being able to turn it because, unfortunately, for Braum, Corki did not quite follow through there. Corki decided to go ahead and back off. Braum continued going in, which left Braum way out of position. So all of a sudden, Braum's getting really low, and he ends up going down. He used his flash as well. Looks like Svenskeren getting ready to go in, charging up the Q. Not going to end up happening. Corki going for it. It gets hit by the ult from Svenskeren, though. Svenskeren, and he ends up going down to the Graves. So that is 2 kills there for the Graves. All of a sudden, things are looking a whole lot better for the red team. Still sucks to be Kennen. Life sucks for him. There we go. In goes the Riven. Chunks him down about a quarter of his health away in one little circuit there. But honestly, if he can just keep from feeding her too much, he's gonna be fine. Because mid, nah, it's about even. We've got the bot lane getting massively fed, so, well, maybe not massively fed, but about equivalently fed to the Riven, but there's 2 people getting bonuses there. The jungler's getting pretty fed, and just all in all, things are going great. We've got another gank coming in here on Riven. Oh, out comes the ulti from Kennen. The stun lands. The ulti comes out from Malzahar. Riven's dead. Down goes Riven. Unfortunately for Janna, not able to get in there in time to go ahead and land a shield on anybody to get an assist, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Svenskeren hanging around here. Svenskeren. I always say Svenskeren, but they always say Svenskeren in the LCS. So I'll try to say it the correct way. It's not really working too well, though. A little bit more damage going in on Ahri there, and hey, wait, I need help! Paying out here from Graves. Says, yeah, dude, you ditched me. Ooh, out comes the ulti. Goes ahead, clears the minions using his ulti. Is going to be able to shove them back, and now Janna will be back here before anything unfortunate happens to him. They're not going to be able to take this tower. Not at all. Not at all. Corki is level 6 now, though. So he's going to be doing a decent amount more damage. He doesn't have Trinity Force, so that power spike has not yet happened. Looks like Janna going back. So Graves is going to be left on his own again, which is very unfortunate for him. Oh! Out comes that Braum ulti. Hits nothing. And Graves was able to get the heck out of there. He dashed away. Nice attempt. That was a no-go. No-go at all. He was all set. They were hiding out of that bush. They wanted that kill. Didn't end up happening. Kennen was forced back yet again here. Did not end up going down, though, for it. So she is getting the time to go for the tower, but she's not going to be able to finish it off, and nor did she get a kill. There we go. She is forced back by the Kennen, who... Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. We've got a gank coming in here in the mid lane, though. Malzahar stuck in the trap. It goes down. In comes Svenskeren, and he's able to get the kill onto Jarvan and get the... Well, actually, give the kill on Jarvan and use his ulti to go ahead and lock Ahri up. So Malzahar was able to get the kill there, too. That was an amazing counter gank there from Svenskeren coming in and just dominating them. We'll go watch that. Hey, let's go back. There we go. Alright. No, not far enough. Let's watch this as it comes in. Alright, so in goes the Jarvan, lands the flash and the ulti there. So far, it is just Malzahar. He dodges the charm, which is great. Silences Jarvan. In goes Ahri. Out comes that Q from Svenskeren, and they were able to get just enough damage to finish off the Jarvan. Immediately ults that Ahri, and she had no chance to get out. The ticking time bomb there from Malzahar jumped from Jarvan to Ahri as soon as he died, from the looks of it. And that was enough to go ahead and secure both kills, actually. So that was a very, very nice counter gank there from Svenskeren, coming in at just the right time. He reacted instantly. As soon as he saw that gank coming in, he immediately turned around, headed right up to mid, and was there to prevent it from going bad, and in fact turned it very, very good. So that is 2 lanes now that are now winning here for the red team. And top is only losing a little bit. Only a little bit. And honestly, not even that much. They're about even by now because these multiple ganks up here. Kennen's now 2-1-0. She's now 2-2-0. She's actually behind. And it's kind of amazing given the fact that she was getting so far ahead so quickly. But both mid and jungle have camped that Riven, so she's forced to play cautious now, and she's forced to just be very, very careful, not able to go in on her all-ins anymore, because 2 times now she has, or even just been slightly expended. Oh man, Ahri going down. Out comes the ulti from Malz, and down goes the Ahri. 2 times she has, and Kennen was able to get a kill out of it. So she's having a rough time now. Started out, she was having a great time. Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. Svenskeren still hanging around here. Goes in onto Jarvan. He gets really low. Gonna be able to get out, though. If she had her ult, she probably could have followed that. Probably didn't want to anyway, though. Alright, so the first tower kill of the game also happened just a second ago. Down here, this tower right here. Red team gets a little bit more gold, global gold. And there's a lot of on-the-way pings here to blue buff, but hey, spoiler alert. I just secured it. We've got Riven chasing the Kennen. Kennen turns around, lands the stun on Riven. Riven all of a sudden's in trouble. Svenskeren coming in. Does he have his ult? He does not have his ult, so he's not going to be able to go for this. And Jarvan got in there just in time to see, oh, my blue buff's gone. And now down here in the bot lane, Braum got a little out of position there. It looked like he was coming up here to ward. And unfortunately met a Malzahar Graves Janna combo. Svenskeren going for the Ahri now. And lands it with the flash. Didn't even have to use... Oh, just kidding. Did use the ult. Ken on the other end went down to the Riven. What happened up here? Did you tower dive a Riven? Yeah, there's that ult. Alright, so... Okay, Riven is hanging out in that bush here. She goes in on him. He never actually took a tower shot. Okay. Ended up going down there. Tried to get away using Lightning Wrap, but unfortunately was not able to. So she was able to pull that off. Now she's slightly ahead again. In kills anyway. Gold-wise, they're probably right about even. They are. She's still slightly behind thanks to the CS difference. Oh, Svenskeren wanting to go for this. Riven is going back. Is Svenskeren going to get in there in time? Out comes the Q. He's wanting to go. Now going to go and charge away, though, because tower diving a Riven, not such a good idea, particularly when the Q would not have had a chance to land. Another tower goes down here in the favor of the red team. They are looking good. We've got Jarvan on the way up, possibly wanting to gank on Vi, interestingly. Not sure that's really in his best interest. She has turned multiple things around. And Vi has a lot of damage. So now he ends up not being able to get there in time, and she does manage to get out. That is another tower down here. That is all three of the outer towers down in the favor of the red team. So things aren't looking pretty at all for the blue team anymore. For a little bit, I thought for sure things were going to go great for them. And then all of a sudden, in large part because of Svenskeren coming in with those ganks, and then the ganks from Malzahar as well, the roams to top, it's just completely turned around, and pretty much every lane is winning here for the red team, which is pretty amazing. Ahri, a little overextended, actually a lot overextended. In comes Janna with that super speed, lands the slow onto Ahri. Ahri gets popped up as well by the tornado. She's forced to ulti out. In they go. Oh, that ultimate from the Janna followed immediately after by the Mal's ultimate. And she ends up going down again. We do have a roam down here from 3 members of the blue team, but honestly, I don't know that they'd come out ahead. I don't think they would. Looks like Vi and Riven both kind of dancing around up there. Neither one really did much damage to the other, though, so not too much going on there. But yet another gank onto Ahri, and she was just caught out of position. The flash was used from Janna as well as her ulti. Oh, Cannon, out comes his ulti. Stuns for everyone. We had a gank come in from the Jarvan as well. Oh, Riven all of a sudden is met up with an entire red team, actually. Did manage to finish off the Cannon with her ult, but she died for it to Graves. And of course that reset her kill counter, so she's now worth lots of money again. And yeah, things just, that had already happened actually, but still, things didn't go too well for her. Ended up coming to a very unpleasant end, and now the red team is on their way down to go ahead and go for this dragon. Amusingly, Tornado did not quite connect there. Forced to engage using the Malzahar gate. It's okay. Out comes that first dragon of the game. Well, for the red team, first dragon of the game. Blue team already had one, and again, Ahri overextended. She's getting ganked here by the Vi and Graves combo. There we go. Oh, does not get hit by the Q, but she's still getting engaged on by both of them. She's getting really low. She's down to about a quarter of her health. Ulti is there for the Vi. Was not needed, though, because Graves was able to finish her off. We do have a bit of a fight coming on up here. Silence goes out onto Braum. He's getting really low. He uses his ult to try to escape, but they are still going for it. In comes the Vi. Down goes the Braum to Kennen. And we've got a chase onto Jarvan. Gets hit by the ulti from the Vi. Ends up going down as well to the Kennen. And Corki forced a Valkyrie out of that in order to save his life. In the meantime, Riven shoving up this top lane, trying to do some damage here. And honestly, that's pretty much what she has to do here. She's trying to be cautious for the moment because she doesn't know where everyone is. But looks like she's going to go ahead and back down to mid now. Not going to go for that tower. In the meantime, though, these guys are shoving down mid, wanting to get some damage on it. We've got Vi circling around, goes in onto Corki. He Valkyrie's out, though, so he's going to be fine, but there is some damage there going in on that tower. Riven pulls them back just by showing herself. Gonna get hit by the Q, gonna get hit by the Q. Oh, barely dodges the Q, but she's still getting hit by Vi now. Out comes the slow for Janna. Riven's dead. That Malzahar? Yeah. Malzahar dot was able to finish her off there. Unfortunately, I mean, she was able to go ahead and jump away. Had it not been for the Malz dot, she would have been fine. Ooh, Ahri versus Graves going on down here. Ahri goes in. Graves says, okay, let's fight. And it didn't go so well for the Ahri. But in comes Jarvan. Goes ahead and gets the shutdown gold there onto Graves. Graves overstayed a little bit there. He overstayed a little bit. The rest of the red team going to go ahead and head back here now, though. You know, we're in a good position. We're in a good position. They are. They really are. So far, CS-wise, let's see. Everybody on the red team is ahead of the blue team. Hey. There we go. Everybody but Janna. Braum's a little ahead, but that's not really surprising. He's got the relic shield. She does not. So, I mean, you're going to see a bit of a CS difference there for him because he's going to be intentionally executing minions. So, still, though, a big difference there, except for here. These guys are actually pretty close. Corki's been doing pretty darn well at keeping up with the Graves. Unfortunately, Graves is also 511, which, yeah, 78, yeah, 2,000 gold. That's a huge difference. That's a terrible news for him. Alright, there we go. These guys are going for this mid tower again. Looks like they want to do it. The shield is down. They're getting the damage on it now. Corki's trying to harass. It's not really working, though. The tower's going to go down. It does go down. Svenskern gets the last hit there. Now they just need to disengage. Ahri is alone down bottom. And right now would actually be a good time to engage just because of that. She's trying to get some damage on that tower. Maybe able to take it out. In fact, she is able to take it out, but in the meantime, the red team is shoving his 5 down mid. Riven's currently zoned. She's going to be able to get in, though. And Ahri's not here, so they're going to be able to do some more damage to this. In goes Kennen, lands the ult on everybody. Down goes the Jarvan. To Janna, oddly. Corki getting really low. Lots of fighting all around. Nobody on the red team is dead yet. Ahri's still shoving this. And now Graves is doing his best to take down this tower. It is going to go down. It's on Kennen. He still ends up being able to escape, though. Riven jumps out of that one just in time. And the inhibitor is dead. Red team backs off. Ahri backs off now that it's slightly too late. And looks like Braum kind of wants to get a slow here. Not going to happen, though. Not going to happen. Janna's here to save the day. The red team is just backing off. And Vi goes ahead. Let's steal the blue buff. Why not? Oh man, Corki! Corki, you're in a terrible position! He had no idea that was coming. Oh, Ahri goes in though onto the Graves. Oh, Vi was able to come in and save him. She's gonna go down to Jarvan for it. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, she does end up going down. Okay. Braum's trying his best to finish off the Graves. Graves actually should go down. Yeah, he does. So, not quite able to save. The kill, though, went to the Braum, which is exactly who you want that to go to. Jarvan wanted to go for the Janna now. Probably not going to end up working out this time. Well, I said that last time, and it did. Braum comes in, misses the slow, nice dodge of the pop-up. Gives them a pop-up of her own. And, yeah, they're going to go ahead and back off here. Kennen shoving top. And Janna's just leading them on a merry chase here. Gets slowed. In comes the Jarvan. Oh, the ulti says, haha. Followed immediately after by another tornado. Kennen still shoving top. Going to be able to get a little bit of damage on the tower, maybe. But I think he'll probably back off after this wave. Oh, man. Jarvan moves in. Oh, lands the pop-up. In comes the Braum. And, yeah, Kennen gets stunned. He's going to go down. But in the meantime, we had another fight elsewhere where Malzahar and Ahri got into it. And, yeah, it's Malzahar. Flash there. Oh, she stopped. She went on the puddle. She went back on the puddle. And, of course, the ultimate was able to just finish her off there from that. Never go back on the puddle. That's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. See it exactly right there. I mean, she thought she was going to be able to... I don't know. Well, she had her ulti, so I guess she thought she'd be able to ulti to get onto the tower, but unfortunately it did not end up working out that way. She ended up going down. Nice trigger there on Vi's Wraith buff. Chicken buff. Chicken! She's still trying to go ahead and clear out here. Gonna be able to get these wards. Actually, all of them. Jarvan didn't even try to stop her. He knew that wouldn't happen. And then in the meantime, Graves and Malzahar over here. Let's do Dragon. Why not? Braum's on his way over. Go ahead and get some ward coverage here. And they're going to see it happen, but they're not going to be able to finish it off. Down it goes. Tower destruction to the red team. What exactly is that one? I don't remember. 15% damage to towers and buildings. Not going to go for it. I don't blame her. I wouldn't go for that either. That'd be a bit risky. Yep, they know he's there. No Vi's there. Kennan's here as well, though, and we may see an engage pretty soon. Yeah. Apparently Graves is going to go ahead and insta-burst the Corki there. Gotta watch out, though. Ribbon is here. He goes ahead and flashes out, and he's actually going to be fine. And then now they're going for this tower. Malzahar versus Ahri up top again. And we'll see if they actually engage, or they're just going to go ahead and play around. But this time, Malzahar has shut down that Ahri split push. It does mean, though, that it is a 4 versus 2 at the moment, because of the fact that the Corki's dead. Yep, she ends up going down. Malzahar able to finish that off. She is not able to deal with that. Again, I mean, that's the thing about Malz. He's got that complete lockdown using his ult there, and when you're an Ahri, you kind of rely on your escape. If you can't escape, you're going to have a bad time. There we go, got another engage. Kennen ulti comes out, finishes off the Ribbon. Down goes the Braum as well. In went Jarvan, locks them up. Unfortunately, if I had flash, went over, finished off the Corki anyway, and Jarvan got stunned up thanks to Kennen. Ends up going down as well. That is everybody dead on the blue team, and the red team should be able to finish that off right here. Ahri comes out, lands Ignite onto Kennen. He gets shielded up, and out comes the surrender. So that's why she went in that hardcore. And that is going to be the end of this game. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.